He knows what he wants.
Okay. Well, here we go. Here we are in San Antonio. Today happens to be July 6th, 2008. We got here yesterday around 11 o'clock, and we're here to visit my godmother, Aunt Bridie. Love her, and she's doing good. It's been a nice trip. My cousin Kathy is here. Kathy that we grew up with and had lots of fun, got in trouble when we were real small. Unfortunately, we were only here for a day because with everything that's going on this trip, we don't have a lot of time to waste. Not that we're wasting time here, don't get me wrong. And we were able to go out for a nice dinner yesterday, and we were able to visit Uncle Pat.
And we met Steve.
Well, I've known Steve before, and
we
Steve,
went
we
with
saw
Steve.
Steve, and
My husband.
yes, and they wanted to know if we wanted to see anything in San Antonio. But of course, the only thing I wanted to see in San Antonio was my Aunt Bridie. So we were very happy and content to stay here and look at pictures and talk about the old times and everybody that's here and not here. And I'm happy. I'm happy that so far it's worked out. We have a lot planned for this 2 weeks, and I know Joey and Sarah, you're watching this now as I bring it back and play it for you. And when I talk about Aunt Bridie, who they know because they've seen you on video quite a bit, and they met you a couple of years ago,
Yes.
if you remember, and it's going good. And for you too, Mom, you know, because you know I'm making you a copy of this video. So, is there anything you'd like to say, Aunt Bridie?
No.
Oh, I caught you
it
wordless?
It was great reminiscing with John of the past
Yes, yes,
and looking to the future.
yes.
And,
And Joey and Sarah, you're the future.
you
Remember
have
that.
to be proud of your two grandchildren.
Yes, yes. For
Yes.
my mom, you're talking
They
to now.
are the future.
Yes.
Yes. And we were important to the past. We are important to
The future.
future.
Yes. But we have to also live in the present. Just like the priest said today, between the
Yeah.
difference of the flesh and the spirit. He was very good.
He was.
I would like to have had that on video. I thought that was excellent.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Oh, it was wonderful. He's a wonderful guy.
Yes, he was
He's
good.
Very
was a very
funny.
good
He
priest.
was very
Yeah,
good.
he was very funny.
He got my attention for the whole mass. the way
Yes,
he was.
he
He was
did.
good.
He was good.
He's very dramatic.
Yes. But he's
Yeah.
very personable, and he knows how to talk to you
Yes.
level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was
Not
nice
everybody
'cause
can do
he
that.
narrated. He
Yes.
narrated, told us who
He had the
Zechariah
people
was,
laughing.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
and also the weather down here is fabulous.
Well, now it's your turn,
just
Doris. You want to talk
very
about
nice.
that? Yeah, there
I'm
you go.
talking. You hear me talking?
Start talking.
The
You
weather's
never had a
very
problem
nice.
before.
No rain. Beautiful
Yes.
sunshine.
On
We
the
had
only
rain
low
last
80s.
night,
Yes.
but we were sleeping, so it's okay. And we did the driving, John and I, and switched back and forth, and we got here, and it was nice. Nice to see
Unfortunately for
Kathy.
Aunt Bridie,
People
when we
call
got
her
here,
Katie, Kathy. We don't know. We're in between here.
unfortunately, poor Aunt Bridie, I said, Aunt Bridie, we love you and all, but as soon as we get there, can we jump in your shower?
Yep. And it is nice down here. We went out for breakfast this morning at Denny's.
Which was very good.
That was really good.
Yes.
And
Anything else
I
before we
was-
turn it over to Kat?
I
Kathy,
was
you Kathy.
in the mood to sort pictures. My weekend was to, when Kathy and I went shopping yesterday, I said, I have to have sandwiches because I'm going to spend 2 days sorting pictures and sorting out a box for John of his pictures and of the Kernans. So I got to do that, and then they arrived, so it was really great.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
I hope we didn't hold you off from doing things that you felt was important, did we?
It made them more important.
Yes.
It's more important now because we got the discussion going about our whole family
Yeah, and who's who,
and who's who.
And now we're going to get some DVDs of who is who and what's what.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
And we
From
went
my
to-
library.
And we also
So
went
then you'll have
Uncle
to send
Pat's.
us back your pictures on a DVD.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
That way I could put them with the big collection.
Right.
Yes.
We can have it all in one place in case there's a disaster or something.
Oh,
That's
it
right.
is, yeah.
That's right.
Because
But
we
we
don't
also
know
went to
that
see
one
where
place.
Uncle Pat was buried. You didn't say that.
I did.
Oh, I
They said
didn't say that.
went to see him, but we meant figuratively in
Yeah.
the sense of going to the Fort
Right.
Sam
Yes.
Cemetery.
Well, and I will say that, and you lose friends along the years and everything, but the closest person as far as a relative losing like that would be my Uncle Pat. definitely. And not being afflicted by that too much in my lifetime, it was a loss, because I liked, and everybody liked Uncle Pat, because Uncle Pat was Uncle Pat, and that's
Yes,
that.
he
you know?
was, yeah.
So now, Kath, since we talked so much and talked over each other, it's your turn.
All right. Well, hi, Aunt Nora. So we haven't seen each other for a couple of years, but hello. And so Joseph and Sarah, I saw you just a couple of Christmases ago, so I don't think you've grown that much. But hopefully I'll get to see you soon, because you sound like very wonderful kids. And I'm really excited that you love books, because as a librarian, of course, I love books too. And I really, really want to come and show you where all the books are hiding on the internet.
Yes. Oh, he'll like that.
That you'll really be happy then, because you never can have enough books.
So, and
He's
Kathy
right up
says
there
that
with you on that.
it's a good idea that you should be thankful to your father that you got to go to space camp.
that sounds like a fun camp.
Well, we'll hope so, but we won't know till we pick you up, of course. Because you'll be the final judge of that. you know?
But just to have your father and mother give the opportunity to go is wonderful.
Yes.
Yeah, it shows that they are good parents and they're concerned about you.
Don't you forget that.
Don't you forget that.
If not,
This
your
is
father
Aunt
reminds
Bridie
you.
talking.
And when Aunt Bridie talks, you listen.
Johnny never forgot. John never forgot.
They'll remember that.
Never forgot what I taught,
Yes.
the way I taught.
She made an impression. And a good one at that.
on all of the kids.
Yes.
On all of the
And she
children.
had quite a load
She raised
to carry.
many.
Yes.
Yeah,
And worried about many more, that's for sure.
yes, yes. And this makes me happy that it is one of my happiest days right now, is to see that education is recognized
Yes. And necessary.
and necessary.
Yeah.
Sure.
And that's for you too, Sarah.
Yes?
Well, Mom sent me to NYU when I was 14 to learn how to program computers.
Wow. And that's way back in the early 70s.
Yes.
Yep. And I would go down on the train by myself to Greenwich Village, with all the hippies.
Right. And yippies and
And I would
whatever.
walk through the park, and I would go to the university, and the graduate students taught this class. And they taught us how to program computers doing punch cards.
I remember
Remember
that,
that?
because
Yes.
my father works for a company,
Yeah.
and I would go in there sometimes, and they would be these little cards, and you put the numbers in, and it would punch out the holes and
Now,
stuff.
Kat, thinking back to those days and knowing that the memories and the hard drives, whatever they were called at that time, took up a huge room,
Uh-huh.
how do you feel now that you have so much on that laptop? Did you ever
Well,
think it would come to that?
No, it's very exciting because, I was there at the beginning.
Right.
Daddy had some punch cards because he actually learned a little bit about it at the telephone company. But, starting when you're 14, you get to see how everything develops, and it's very exciting then. And because you got a head start, you understand things better because you know why it does it that way.
Right.
So it is a good idea to get involved in whatever's interested you early, so that you have plenty of time to see.
What you
And
want
that's
to
what
do.
you want to go
Well, it's
into.
about-
and
yeah.
stay in
And
there.
Joey and Sarah, the card trick that I taught you that you show people, and I told you, Kathy was the one that I showed it to, and when I showed it to Kathy, she turned right around and figured it out algebraically like that and put it on a piece of paper and said, that's why that trick works. And she did that like in 5 minutes, and she kind of dismayed me at the time because I kind of liked the magic aspect of it all. And, she spoiled my fun because she said,
She took the wind out of your sails.
yes, she certainly did.
Yeah, and Joseph, so sometimes, even though you know the answer, it's not always a good idea to tell people what the answer is.
That's correct.
Because I wasn't always very tactful.
And people aren't always happy when you know more than them.
Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes they resent that.
Yeah, so I have learned to make other people think it's their idea.
Right.
And
Right.
sometimes things work out a lot better when you let them just go with that. So when my boss, sometimes you have to defend yourself, but as long as she's following through and I don't get hurt,
Right.
if I lose, I'm going to get hurt, then I have to stand up for myself. But if she's doing what I want anyway and I'm not getting hurt, then why not let her take the credit for it? That way it'll be approved and funded. and then we'll get what we want, so.
Right.
And it's easier.
So you get satisfaction by making other people feel that they are bigger than what they might actually be.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah.
I want to say this, but you don't know this, John.
Uh-oh.
I did something for young people. I went to Albany to the Women's Convention so girls would have better chance of education.
That's right.
That's right, and that was in the
Sarah.
early days. With
Yes.
Gloria Steinem and all.
Oh, I remember her. Sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
And,
So you.
who's
and-
the other woman?
That wore that big hat, Bella Abzug? What was that?
Yes.
Ah, yes, you remember
Yes,
her. See, I'm not
right.
doing too bad, am I?
Yes.
I haven't lost the brain yet, but Joey, you know that.
Yeah. And Tara.
Sarah.
You look very,
Sarah.
Sarah, you look very studious, and I know you're a serious student, yes. And I love that you're involved in music, and you sing beautifully.
She saw
Yeah.
the singing of the national anthem that you did on Memorial Day. for
Yes,
Montague.
lovely, and I'm so proud of you.
And I'll make you a
And
copy of that
always
from
think
school.
that I encourage girls to be educated too. We don't leave out boys because my boy is pride and joy too of my life. So I'm not just talking of girls.
No, but girls are
Education
just
in
almost
general.
pushed to the side of,
Yeah.
you know.
Yes.
Not anymore, though, right, Kat?
Well,
Well,
In some cases.
Kath, I remember in
yes.
the early 70s, we came into the city to see you somewhere, my sister-in-law and me, and you got into a hot and heavy debate about women's liberation and all. And it certainly has changed a lot since then.
who came with you?
I think my sister was there. We went to see you on 2853, and we went out to lunch or something. Remember,
Oh,
Kath?
okay.
And we were getting into a heavy debate about whatever it was. It was not. It was trivial now, but
well,
at the time it was debatable.
well,
Oh.
even back then, though, women could tell that, husbands could get sick or they could die in a war, or you couldn't just depend on raising children with the help of a husband.
Right.
It's nice, it's the
Right.
best way, but that things happen.
Doesn't always work out.
And it's
That
nice
always
that a
worked
woman
out.
can be productive.
Yeah, so because you want to use your education, but you also need to know that if you have a child, that they're your responsibility no matter what happens to your spouse. You're still responsible.
Right.
So you can't just say, "Oh, I can't do anything now." You have to take care of them. So
Not that you have to have the weight of the world on your shoulders, but you can be part of it all.
Yes.
Yes.
so you do have to think. And back in the '70s, people didn't think that way,
No.
and so a lot of women, when their husbands died or they got ill, they had so many burdens because they had no way of helping their families.
Sometimes they became
And they didn't know
penniless.
what to do because they were always taught or thought or whatever,
Yes.
stay home, raise your kids. And
Yes.
the husband goes to work and does his thing and you do that.
And my pastor didn't approve of me going at that particular time. And I was the only one from the Bronx that went. Nobody went to Albany. But my friend lost her husband. And I said, how about coming to Albany with me? And she looked at me like I was crazy. And then she thought, oh, why not? And she was kind of depressed and she thought, oh, why not? Let's go on a trip. And along the way we stayed at a college. What college? Vassar.
Vassar, I think.
Vassar
No, Vassar, I think, maybe, because that's halfway
in
to
Albany. Near Albany. Vassar.
Oh, Rensselaer Polytechnic.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and it was for weekend students, and we pretended we were students, and we had a ball, two old students, and we had such a fun those 2 days with the students. We pretended we were students.
Went to the cafeteria.
And now you could go, Aunt Bridie, at 80 years old, people go to college
yes, of course.
See, there are women that,
Yeah.
wasn't there somebody just 90 years old?
now. Got out of
Yes.
college, yes.
Yes, and
So the opportunities you're only limited by yourself
yes,
Right.
in
Yeah.
today's world.
yes,
It wasn't the same 30, 40 years ago.
yes.
And your employers will give you money to go back to school. My employers
Yes.
send me money to go back for the third time.
Yes.
And I got all my graduate on money that the company gave me.
Wow.
Yes.
Will my employer give me money to go back to school?
I'm your employer.
Are you going to give me money?
We have 2 children to worry about.
Because Anne-Marie went to graduate school with IBM money.
Mhm.
So you gotta sort of, you gotta get through college, but
Right.
the rest of it, people will take.
So what you're
That's
saying really
right.
too is they can go for 4 years, go out there and have a career, and if they decide they want to do, and Joey has mentioned that, to further their education, you can be in the working world
And they pay
and
for
still go out and do what
Yes.
you want to do.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
And
the
you can be
company
earning
will
money
pay
for your car, your home, and this
Yeah.
and that.
it. You just have
And at
to.
the same time, continue on. Joey wants to possibly get his master's in
Yeah.
something and
Yeah, but a lot
But
of
you
times-
have to promise to stay so long
to do it.
for
Well,
them
that's
to
do.
Yeah,
after
so
you
you gotta think
graduate.
about it.
After you graduate, you have to stay with that company for a
Right.
certain amount
Yes,
of time.
yes.
it's a
But
contract.
usually it works out pretty nice because a lot of times you have to do projects when you're in graduate school. And if you weren't working, you wouldn't have anything to do a project on. So actually the company benefits because you do a project, and then you benefit because you use the company,
That's
So,
one big circle.
yeah, it all
everything
works
is.
out,
That's
Yeah.
right.
So,
That's it if you keep up your grades.
Exactly.
And you don't have to be 90s. When you make
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
She's right, you have to be a 100.
It helps. But if you're a good average over 85,
See, Sarah? See, this Rand
That's-
Friday.
yeah, that's
it's
good.
just a matter of keep working at it, right?
Yes, yes.
Persistence is more valuable.
Yeah, persistence and a good average. And,
And
a
a
good
nice
average is
personality
over
helps.
85. Yes.
Right.
And
People
it-
will help you more if you're nice.
Yes.
Yes.
So you want to be
Well, you
nice.
get more from,
Yeah.
the honey and the
Can't
sweet
get blood
than you
from a
get
stone.
from
Yeah.
bitter vinegar,
Right.
And you have to be enthusiastic.
Yes. And
because
energetic.
They want you to see that, they want to see that they're investing in somebody who cares.
Let's not waste life on the youth.
And I want to tell you that life gets better after 50.
Yes.
50 is the best.
Yes. Well, wait.
love being
I'm hoping
over
the
50.
80's the best.
Oh, well, maybe. I haven't been there yet.
Right. Aunt Brodie will tell us in a couple of years.
Yes.
Uh,
But life gets better as you get older. Because you
right
have
now,
more.
right now,
you have more
life is the
experience.
best for me
Yeah.
because I've sickness before.
Yes.
But life is the best now. I'm more rested
And you live for
and
Aunt Brodie.
more careful thinking. I'm thinking about the past in a different way when I got over that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you have to invest when you're young so that when you hit 50, you can have a great time.
Yeah.
So it's the opposite of what people think,
Right.
You work hard when you're young
Don't
and
make
then
your $1 million and
party
blow it.
when
That's
you're
right.
old.
Yes. Yes.
But you don't have to be that old. I mean, 50 is not that.
Well,
not
they
old
think
at all.
that 50 is old.
They think
but
it is, but it's not. And you
So-
can have,
But life is
Romance all the way
not
through.
so easy,
Yeah.
and school is not so easy.
No, it's not easy.
School
It is
is
work.
not easy. No.
So there you have it. We've been here for 30 hours and our time is almost up. And
Back on the road again.
yeah, we're going to be heading from here to
Route 10.
Florida, Route 10 all
10
the way.
East.
And visiting Doris's aunts and uncles and Dennis and Joe. And we'll be seeing you guys on Friday and getting video of your experience. And I'll be interviewing you. And then we'll have to send a copy of that to Aunt Bridie
yeah.
so
that'd
that
be
you
cool.
can give, and Kathy, so that you can have your impression on tape of your experience at Space Camp and whether it was worthwhile for all the effort that we had to go through to get you there.
And also my daughter Anne Marie,
Who they know.
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah, they know him.
and her 2 children, and they do very well in school. Cassandra does very well in school, and she's interested in seeing how you are doing at Space Camp.
Yes, she might go.
They wanna
With the
go,
mom
too.
on the parent-child program.
Yes,
You know.
yes.
Well, what do you think? That's
Okay.
it. We're going
Alright,
to say goodbye to everybody.
bye.
Bye. And here we are, and
Here we go.
time to make the next move. So we'll leave it at that.
Yes.
Bye, Sarah.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, everybody
Bye.
that's watching
Bye, Nora.
this video 5, 10, 20, 30, 50, 60 years from now.
Sure you have it all taped, John?
We're going to check it out right
Oh,
now.
yeah. 'Cause that would be a problem if we.
Now we gotta do this again.
do it again.
No,
Take the white and my flowers here.
I'll do that. I'm doing that right now.
Yeah. So you'll have, it looks nice.
All right. So here we are
Okay.
at in Texas,
San Antonio.
San Antonio.
And here's Aunt Bridie's house. First
All right,
time.
remember now, we're telling you first. Texas will be the biggest state in the union within 5 years.
There you go. Okay, wave bye. Bye, everybody.
Take this tree on this way and take
A
this
pa-
tree as a, it's like a canopy. It's a, yeah,
It's a nice shade.
yes,
All the way over here.
yeah.